The Story of George Washington Carver, written by Ava Moore. Chapter 17, page 82. At 4 o'clock every morning, Dr. Carver woke up. He climbed out of bed and got dressed in the dark. Then he left his rooms and walked to the woods. It was quiet and peaceful there, like a church. "Nothing is more beautiful than the woods before sunrise," he told a friend. "At no other time have I so sharp an understanding of what God means to me to do with me. When other folks are still asleep, I hear God best and learn His plan." On the way back to his laboratory every morning, Dr. Carver picked a flower to wear in his buttonhole. Then he went into his laboratory, locked the door, and put on his long canvas apron. Top of page 83. Dr. Carver was doing more experiments with peanuts. Many farmers had taken his advice and planted peanuts instead of cotton, but they could not tell all the peanuts they grew. They could not sell all the peanuts they grew. They wanted to go back to growing cotton. But to Dr. Carver, the peanuts were so good for the soil and so good for people that he was not going to give up on them. He was trying to find more uses for them, just as he had done with the sweet potato. As he worked, he began to see that the peanut was going to be even more useful to man. "The peanut will beat the sweet potato by far," he said. "For one thing, peanuts could be used to make many different foods." Dr. Carver had once made a whole dinner with peanuts, soup, mock chicken, a creamed vegetable, salad, cookies, ice cream, and coffee. None of Dr. Carver's guests knew the foods were made with peanuts until he told them. Dr. Carver made a kind of milk from the peanut. Peanut milk could be made into cheese and buttermilk. He did more and more experiments, and when he was through, he had made over, top of page 85, 300 products from the peanut. Page 84, words in the caption. Dr. Carver used chemistry to make new products out of the sweet potato and the peanut. When Dr. Carver showed his peanut products, it was like a magic show. He pulled out bottles and jars filled with samples of his product: washing powder, bleach, shoe polish, metal polish, ink, rubbing oil and cooking oil, axle grease, cattle feed, 30 different dyes, a kind of plastic, shampoo, soap, shaving cream. He even made linoleum and a kind of rubber from the peanut shells. When people heard what he had done, Dr. Carver was named the Wizard of Tuskegee. He could have been rich by selling his ideas to others, but he let others use his ideas for nothing. "What is money when I have all the earth?" he said. Thomas Alva Edison, the famous inventor, asked Dr. Carver to come to Menlo Park and work for him. But Dr. Carver did not want to leave Tuskegee. "If I were to go with you," he told Mr. Edison, My work would not be unknown. My work would not be unknown as mine, and my people would get no credit. I want my people to have the credit for whatever I may do. Even though slavery had ended when Dr. Carver was a little boy, top of page 86. Even though slavery had ended when Dr. Carver was a little boy, his people were not as free as white people. Blacks were not given equal rights, not even a famous man like George Washington Carver. In some cities, Dr. Carver could not stay in the best hotel because the best hotel did not take blacks as guests. If he visited someone at the hotel, he would have to take the freight elevator or walk up the stairs. In one city, Dr. Carver once saw some beautiful flowers in a park. He went into the park to touch them, but a guard stopped him on the way. "Get out of here, uncle," the guard said. "You know that colored people are not allowed in this park." "They don't understand," Dr. Carver said to himself. "They don't understand." Then he went back to thinking about the work he had to do that day.